Hello everybody, and happy Memorial Day, and I'm finally back with another mod showcase. This is me redoing the mod showcase for the Dungeon Tactics mod. I did it about a year ago, and I did not do as much work into it as I should have, and the mod has updated a great amount since then. Now, I wish I could have put this out sooner, however, there were complications regarding the version, and that I wasn't using the latest version, and the fact that it crashed on me when I was using an outdated version of the mod. So please guys, make sure you are using the latest version of the mod. Now, let's go ahead and get started with some of the blocks that are in the game. So, the first things that I'm going to talk about are all of the different types of flowers. These flowers will all spawn around the world. I'm not sure if you can see any right now. There should be some somewhere. But these flowers will spawn around your world, and they have special effects when you step into them. So, the first one is the Sanguine Rose. This gives you regeneration when you walk into it. Now, and boom. So, essentially, by stepping on this flower, you have infinite regeneration. Now, it's pretty cool. Now, another thing about all these flowers is that they will all spread on farmland. I'm actually just going to go ahead, place down all of these. Okay. And so, there's one. So now, for the Elderflower, which is the second one, this one right here, this is the Elderflower. So when you step into it, you get these particles, but nothing really happens. So, to get the true use out of this, you need an empty bottle. And you get a bottle of enchanting from this flower. Now, of course, then you would need for each bottle, but that is a great way to get bottles of enchanting, and I really like that. So the next one is Bramble. This one I believe damages you. So let me quickly go into survival. Let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, I think it's the right one. Good. But yeah, so that one will damage you. This could be used for mob farms, but be careful when you see this one. This is Bark Vine. This gives you resistance when you walk into it. Actually, I gotta get rid of that bottle real quick. So then this is the Cinder Bloom. So I bet you can guess. Yep, this sets you on fire. So I guess you could use this for cooking food or something like that. Then this is Tangleweed. So this will give you immense slowness while you are standing in it. This one right here, the Ailing Nettle, is probably the most dangerous of all of these flowers. Maybe behind this one, or that one. But this one gives you the wither effect when you stand in it. Now it also has the one with crafting recipes, which are for wither knives, and a wither web, which I'll get to later. This one is the Fey Leaf. This one will, I suppose you see what it does. It teleports you somewhere randomly. So yeah, you see how I was all the way over there? It teleported me underground as well. So you really have to be careful around this flower. That's why I think this is the most second deadly flower here. Now this one, that's the Feather Blossom, and it gives you levitation. So you can probably walk into both of them, and boom, you get teleported somewhere, and you levitate so you don't instantaneously die. I'll leave this there. Next up, we have Obsidian Bricks, which is what this is right here. So the Obsidian Bricks is made with 4 obsidian like this, and it is blast resistant just like obsidian, and it also is able to be pushed by pistons. Next up, we have Dungeon Glass. This will spawn in some of the dungeons, and it's crafted with black stained glass being smelted in a furnace. So the Dungeon Glass is really special because it'll also block out almost all light. You can see the light level is really, really low. If you look in the top corner, the light level is 4, when you aren't enveloped in it, it is 15. So it greatly reduces the light level and could be used for mob farms if you want to still be able to look into it. Next we have the cushion. Now, all the cushions are in all of the different colors. However, I did not want to put all of them there, as I would need multiple chests to hold them all. So these are simply made with 2 carpets. So yeah, carpet. So cushion, place it down anywhere on any solid block, and you can then sit down on it. And now there's also a chair and table. The chair is made with any sticks. I do have the cactus mod installed, so that's why you're seeing cactus sticks. Those are not included with the Dungeon Tactics mod. And then there's also just slabs like that. You get 2 chairs, and the chairs, you can sit down in them, and maybe then have a table here. So the table is just nice for decoration. Again, sticks, slabs, you get 2 of them. Next up we have the radio, which you can cycle through almost any of the music discs. And it is made with a block of redstone, a few slabs, iron bars, a button, and 2 black wool. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and get rid of that. Then we have the iron lantern and the magic lantern. So the iron lantern is a light source that can be lit with a flint and steel, and it is made with a torch, 2 iron ingots, and 2 glass panes. Now the magic lantern is what you see here, and the magic lantern is the same thing, ignited with flint and steel, and it is made with an iron lantern, 3 magic powder, which I'll get to later, a pumpkin, and 4 gold nuggets. So this is really special because it prevents all mob spawning within a certain radius. As you can see, I have to be very far away before any mobs will even spawn. And if a mob does get too close, it will be pushed backwards, and they can't even spawn there. So yeah, very useful. Actually, I keep the flint and steel. I might need that for a few other, I think I need that for a few other things. Next we have the alchemical cauldron. I believe I also put that in there. This is the basis for all the magic that you're going to do. So if you're going to do any magic, you're going to need this. It is used for a lot of crafting recipes, some with water in there, some without. But for all of them, you are going to need a fire underneath it. So next we have the barrel. The barrel is... Actually, I forgot to show you guys how the cauldron is crafted. It's with a regular cauldron with a bunch of gold nuggets. Now the barrel is crafted with a slab and a few planks like that. Now, they did add barrels in 1.14 that are a little bit more expensive to make, but they are essentially a chest, while this one only has 9 slots. Let me just... hold on. Oh, man. There we go. So then we have the powder keg, which is sort of like TNT, but crafted with wood. So I'm going to show you guys this over here. So this is essentially TNT, but with fire. So yeah, I'm going to hope that doesn't burn down everything, because I do not want to waste time putting that out. Now we have the wither web. The wither web is essentially, does the same thing as the alien needle, gives you the wither effect, but you would be stuck. Oh, I can't even do that. Can't even show you this because it's too close. That's a bit annoying. But still, this is super annoying. Okay, creeper, you stay there. Boom. And it's difficult to get out of as it's a spider web. Now you can craft this with an alien nettle and 4 cobwebs to get one of these. And still, this creeper tried to escape, but it could not. So, next we have the climbing rope. The climbing rope, there is no crafting recipe for it, but it is essentially like a ladder that can be placed on, really, it can be placed on, it has to have a block on top of it, but other than that, it can be placed on basically nothing. And yeah. So I think this is something that really should be in the base game or something similar. Next up we have powered bars. These powered bars are crafted, you can either make 1 with a piece of redstone and iron bar, or you can make 8 with 8 iron bars and a block of redstone. So this really, what it does damage to you. But it's like the equivalency of lightning, really. There's the equivalency of being struck by lightning, as you saw by the creeper becoming charged. So if I was to do this, place that there, push the creeper into it. I think I missed. Push the creeper into it. Is now a charged creeper. That'll, dang it, I was gonna blow it up, but okay. No, stop spreading fire. Okay. So, yeah. Very, very powerful. You do not want to touch those. Next, we have caltrops and poisoned caltrops. So these, all they do, and I really need to start showing these over here. So the caltrops, you place them down, and things get damaged when they're on them. Poison ones, same thing, but also the poison effect. They do not kill very fast, but, you know, they're just made with a couple sticks. Now, sharp sticks are any sort of knife with any sort of stick. Poison caltrops are caltrops with a spider eye. So, yeah. There's that. Next, you have a bunch of traps. So, here is the clamp trap, which is essentially a bear trap. Place things on it, and they will take damage and be given an immense slowness effect. As you can see here, I am currently sprinting, and this is how fast I'm going. So yeah, these are crafted with a stone pressure plate, 4 iron ingots, and a piece of redstone dust. Next up we have this very nice selection of traps. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is the boom trap. This is made with 2 pieces of TNT, 2 dispensers, redstone, and a stone pressure plate. So place it on the ground, mob goes on it, and it explodes. Piston trap is crafted with a stone pressure plate, redstone, and 2 pistons, and it launches mobs upwards. Then the fire trap is made with redstone, stone pressure plate, 2 flint and steel, and 2 dispensers, and light things on fire. Now these are all now I should probably mention that all these traps are single use traps. However, later I'll show you there is a tool that can reset them, so it's not complete waste. So anyway, the fume trap is a stone pressure plate, redstone dust, 2 dispensers, and 2 rotten flesh. Fume trap. And I do believe that this is, yeah, essentially it's toxic fumes, so nausea and hunger. So really, I'm not exactly sure how mobs are. Oh no. Probably should get rid of that. But yeah, really good for players. And now I'm not sure if mobs are affected by nausea in general. That's just something I don't know about Minecraft itself. But they might be. But I'm not. There's no real way of showing it. But anyway. The ailing trap, made with, wait, what? Only gravel? Okay, gravel, dispensers, redstone, and sand. I'm sorry guys, but I forgot that recipe for a second, and I totally expected that to be the ailing nettle. Anyway, so the ailing trap, blindness. Simple as that. It doesn't give it for that long, but blindness. Now the port trap is crafted with 2 dispensers, redstone, stone pressure plate, and ender pearls. Oh, and the ailing trap I already showed you guys. So then the port trap teleports them elsewhere. Now this time, why am I always getting teleported into the ground? Oh gosh, that was really deep underground. Okay. So next, the ambush trap, which is soul sand, stone pressure plate, redstone, and 2 dispensers. This one's really cool, because what it does is it spawns a bunch of mobs in. Now, this one really isn't too good for players. Or no, it's only good for players, not too good for mobs, as the mobs won't attack each other. But still, imagine showing up and finding a skeleton with a shield or something. So next we have the Spectral Trap. This is glowstone dust, stone pressure plate, redstone, and dispensers. Step on it, you get the glowing effect. Okay. So, next up. So now I'm going to show you guys all the bushes and the berry that comes from them. So, what we have is the cherry bomb bush, which spawns in the overworld. I do believe I saw one earlier somewhere around here. Yep, right there. And it drops the cherry bombs. Now, the cherry bombs all these berries can be eaten, and all of them can be used as slingshot ammo. So, this one spawns on the surface of the overworld. This one spawns in caves, and when shot from a slingshot, it sets things on fire. And the glow current gives the glowing effect, and it comes from these bushes, which, but you can tell by their look, come from the nether. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys some of the other things. There is the steel block, which is made from steel, which is a craftable item which steel is made by smelting either tools or an iron ingot. Then we have the silver block, which is from the silver ore, right here, found in the overworld. You get silver ingots from smelting it. Then there's nether gold ore, which spawns in the nether and gives you gold. And there's quartz ore, which gives you nether quartz, but it's a lot rarer, and it's in the overworld. And there's end diamond and end lapis. These are fairly common, and they are found in the end. And then, then there's the fan and the flamer. Now, both of these have a lot of different things that they can do. And I need a redstone thing to activate these. But, so what these will do is the fan will blow items. And where's the flint and steel? Extinguish flames, and it'll push mobs. So that's the fan. Now, if you put two fans behind each other and power both of them with redstone, then I actually need the fan item back to show you guys how to craft it. But it'll also push mobs. And now, if you stack them behind each other, it increases the distance that the item will be pushed. So see if I was to add two more, it increases the power of it. So the fan is made with 4 iron ingots, a block of redstone, and 4 pieces of cobblestone. So now we have the flamer. So the flamer can do a lot of things, such as set things on fire, as you can see. So it'll also burn items. However, they seem to have the burning look to them, but they don't seem to actually be deleted until a while later. Now, another thing that they can do is, I was told that on the website said that they can light things such as brewing stands. However, they don't. But they also will light furnaces. So if I can get a furnace right here, I was informed that they would light furnaces. However, unless I can find something to smelt real quick. Now it said on the website that they would light furnaces. However, for some reason it does not seem to. So again, not sure if that is a bug or if it is just a outdated feature. So, okay, cool. And that is about 1/4 of all the things in this mod, so you know there's a lot. So next we have the fun stuff. So now the jeweled is just the strongest version. There is for each of these there are wood, bone, stone, iron, jeweled, gold, steel, silver, gilded, and diamond, as well as jeweled, which you can see right here, versions of all of these. Now another thing is that battle axes and axes have a chance to drop mob heads, and hammers can grind cobblestone into gravel and gravel into a variety of useful resources. So, and then the other thing is that the shield can also be used if you right click on an enemy. This is a bit annoying now. If you right click on an enemy, it said it would do a shield bash. However, it does not seem to work on creepers. That is really disappointing. Then again, the information on the website has not been updated in a very long time, so they may have removed that. So, then there's the sharp stick as well, which you saw it has a high attack speed but low attack damage. Now for the fun stuff. So, these are master tools. Now they are not craftable but enchantable. And they do have a variety of different attacks that they do. So the first one, the Master Hammer Smash ability, is essentially an explosion, but don't use it against creepers because then it will cause the creepers to explode. The other one is Leap, where it allows you to leap at the target. And now, so I seem to be able to use this to fly. I'm not sure. I feel like this is really fun. Now, but you have to be careful using this because if you hit the ground too hard, you will die. Then there's the riposte it. I don't know how to pronounce this. But anyway, now you might notice these things do a lot of attack damage. But can't seem to use this very well. Anyway, now this one does not seem these have special right-click abilities. This one may be special against players. I don't know. But anyway, here we have Pierce, which again doesn't seem to have effect on creepers because no armor, but it would pierce through the armor. Next we have this one, which is really cool, Smoke Bomb, where it will knock you backwards, give you invisibility, and have a cloud of smoke. So then there's this, then there's the other knife, which is Multi-Strike, where it teleports you around and does damage at the same time, making it very confusing and unlikely to hit anything unless you're really close to it. But it can also be, I mean, you sort of get the gist of it. Then we have Roar, which, right click, it scares away mobs. It pushes them away. And it makes the Ender Dragon sound. Then we have Pummel, which is essentially a rapid right-click attack that is not affected by the attack speed. Okay. So then I'm going to show you the, well then, you know what that does. But, that's just the thing. But here we have various throwing knives. I decided I'm going to show you guys these first. So, the first one is just a regular throwing knife. Now, when it is thrown, there's a chance that it will break, and another chance that it will bounce back off of the mob, allowing you to grab it again. Then there's the slowing throwing knife. You can sort of see where that does. Slows them. Then there's sapping, which is weakness. Poisoned, which is, well, sort of poison. And then, yeah. This one, which is poison. And then that one, acoustic, which is the wither effect. Now, here's the other thing, is that if it is tipped, that means that there is a chance for it to not, there's a chance for it to not have the same effect on it when you get it back. So guys, next up we have the slingshot, which can shoot any of those berries, as well as seeds and flint. Now, now on the website it specifically says, think, what could be shot out of a slingshot? So, those are the two I looked at. I'm going to quickly see about, okay. If you launch it, by default, it'll shoot the exploding berry. The cherry bomb, sorry. So anyway, so next up, we have the engineers, Dungaras, however you pronounce that. And this allows you to not trip traps. So, I don't think there are any over here that aren't, yeah, so the port trap, you can walk over it with these and not get teleported into the ground, making them easier to work with. And next up we have the Boots of Blinding Speed. Oh wait, hold on. I'm so sorry guys, but I did forget to show you guys how to craft the knives. And so, the throwing knife is either 2 iron nuggets for 1, or an iron ingot and an iron nugget for 4. And then you can make any amount of them. And so, slowing is netherwort. Sapping is fermented spider eye. Poisoned is spider eye. And acoustic is ailing nettle. So, then the engineers, like pants essentially, are light blue wool or white wool with light blue dye and then iron ingots, or just light blue wool and iron ingots. Then Boots of Blinding Speed are something you have to find. When you put them on, you are given a blindness effect, but also a speed effect. So, I would find this useful if you're going through a maze and don't need to see too much anyways. However, otherwise, it might not be as good for you to use. Okay, so I'm going to go through these first, and then I'll cover that, because that's really, really fun. So what we have next are all these various all these various bombs. Now, the bombs are, you have to hold them back and throw them. They'll bounce a little bit before down. So yeah, the bomb is a flower pot, string, and gunpowder. The pyro bomb is that with blaze powder. Porting bomb, ender pearl, cryo bomb, ice. Now, I'm not going to now the porting bomb essentially does the same thing as the porting trap. However, I do not want to show you this, as last time I tried to use the porting bomb, it crashed the entire game, and I do not want that to happen. Just note that there are cluster versions, and those could cause a little bit of lag, so I would be careful. But this one, pyro bomb, fire. This one is slowness. Okay, it didn't do anything. Creeper, please be hit by this. I'm gonna stand near it too. But yeah, give you frostburn and slowness. So, frostburn is an effect that there's no description of exactly what it does, unfortunately, that I could find. But it seems to sort of be like an ice damage. So next up we have the pot shot, which is a cauldron, a piston, redstone torch, tripwire hook, and any sort of plank in any of these fashions. So what it does is it shoots pot shot ammo, which is 2 pieces of paper, gunpowder, and cobblestone. Now, this actually does a lot of damage. Now, the projectile, for some reason, looks like a fire charge. But you should also note that it will push you back a little bit. There is a little bit of recoil on this. Okay, so now for this. This is really fun. So, let me just first show you the flight goggles, leather, iron ingots, glass, rocket pants, button, redstone, fireworks, and iron ingot, bounce boots, leather boots, slime blocks. So, and elytra, of course, broken elytra plus leather, at least in this version. However, in 1.13 it was changed so that this was so that this required a phantom membrane, just so you guys know. So let me just show you first the rocket pants. Now in survival mode these do require gunpowder, but if you just have the rocket pants, all it allows you to do is sort of jump. So then if you have the bouncing boots, you will just sort of bounce. You sort of bounce when you land. I need to take these off real quick. But it's any height above 2 blocks when you're in survival mode, I do believe, that you will bounce. And I hope I don't die right here. But see how you bounced? Yeah. So then you have flight goggles, which allow you to sort of use this as a hover technology type thing, and I recommend, yeah. So I do always recommend when doing this having these on. Now this is the best use of these items, as you saw the gunpowder is going down. But with this, you fly up, and then you can activate the elytra and control this as if you were going to be flying around using fireworks. However, you are only using gunpowder. Oh, and if you saw the power ship over there, that is one of the many structures that is added. There are lots and lots of others, but that's the only one I could find nearby. So this is probably my favorite combination of things in the mod. Ow. So anyway, back to creative mode. So next we have all of these. These are special items that cannot be crafted. Well, actually no, all these can't be crafted. And these are very special items, as they are dungeon loot, can't be crafted, and have special things. So when you hit a mob with this, that happens, you know, into the sky. What the? Oh, that's later. Hold on. Where's the pig? This isn't. Now I haven't checked this yet, but if this isn't an advancement, I'm gonna be a little upset. Oh no! And who said pigs don't fly? Anyway, so the Whacker Jab changes mobs into different mobs. If I can hit the bat, I think. Okay, let me just. Yeah, chicken. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Next, you have the Taser, which essentially, when you hit things, lightning. So again, not recommended against creepers. Next you have Claws, which really just do damage, but they look really, really cool when you hold them in your hand. Just get back here, creeper. Wolverine. Hold on. Where is it? No. Yeah, unfortunately you can't, like, dual wield these. But, you know, they sort of do a lot of damage, but they're really cool. Next, you have this, the Lethan Scythe, which, when you kill something, gives you absorption. Next, you have the Alchemist's Brew, which is a random, like, splash potion that does random potion effects. As you can, now they can be good or bad. As you can see, poison, absorption, jumping weakness, water breathing, strength. So, it's sort of risky to use it on anything, but you know, you gotta take the risk. So then the Pyro Hook, pretty useful. When you kill things, get back with it. Or hit things. When you hit or kill things, they drop gold nuggets. This is very useful in conjunction with the Coin Cannon, which shoots large amounts of coins. Now, in survival it does require actual, coins as ammunition, but in creative mode it doesn't. So, pretty useful. Then what's the next thing? The Hot Potate. This essentially operates as a random type of bomb. that is a cluster bomb. That's a pyro bomb. Another pyro bomb. This is an ice bomb. That I could custom to a cluster bomb, but again, very, very useful. So then we have this. The ever-flowing fire water simply sets you on fire when you drink it. Why would you drink this? I don't know. Next, we have the backfire cannon. So this, you hold it down. You can hold it down to launch yourself backwards. Great for getting a large amount of height, and pretty funny. Honestly, it's pretty cool. This is probably my favorite thing, my second favorite thing in the whole mod. Maybe my favorite. I need to go further away for this to work, though. So this, you hit something, and with it, and attack chickens. Chickens attack. See, and they're called attackins. So that's pretty funny. And another, oh, and oh yeah, I forgot they teleport. I'm sorry, guys. But, oh man, I accidentally deleted the armor I was wearing. So anyway, you can use, in regular Minecraft, you can right-click an armor to equip it. However, in this, you can actually swap what armor you're wearing by right-clicking, so you don't have to not have any armor on. And oh yeah, this is also the plate. There's a lot of different types of plate armor, as you can see here. And it's really just like, you know, chances to block all damage are increased. And let me also show you this bone, silver, steel, gilded, and stud leather, which is like leather with a little bit more armor points and armor toughness. And that's it for that section. Now on to magic. So, the cauldron I mentioned earlier is used for a lot of magical crafting recipes, which this is the list of them right here. So now it also says a fortunate spoon makes better bread. So, this, I believe, means that if you use a wooden shovel with fortune on it, you get more of it. However, that is not confirmed. So make magic power, glowstone, red mushroom, brown mushroom, store with water. Then you can also make gunpowder, glowstone, blaze powder, clay, leather, and slime together with one recipe. Dirt, mycelium, golden hearts, and lava. Now this book is made with a book and redstone, so it'd be fairly easy to get. Then magic powder is a drop, can also be crafted as you saw, and is a drop from witches or evokers. Magic pouch, magic powder, leather, and string, and it allows you to hold magic dust. Then you have spell scrolls, which are 4 sticks, 3 paper, and 2 magic powder. And these you enchant in an enchantment table to get a random enchantment, which is what some of these enchanted books are most likely for. Now, I'm not going to show you what all of these do. That would take way too long. And I feel like this mod showcase has already gone on a little bit too long for a usual video. However, I'm going to show you guys what tell you guys what a few of these do, and let you guys figure out what some of the others do on your own. So, Mage Affinity, it decreases the amount of magic powder required to cast a spell. So, that is very useful if you have that. Smelting is for a pickaxe, and it will auto-smelt whatever you mine. Berserking allows you to do more damage when you are wearing less armor, up to 5 bonus attack damage. Lifesteal, as the name suggests, allows you to steal life from the enemies that you kill. Ruined turns physical damage into magic damage. Now, that is just what it says. I'm not 100% sure what that means, unfortunately, but I can infer that that means something along the lines of you take physical damage and you deal magic damage. Because, you know, it has to be useful in some way, right? And Sonic Boom is an enchantment for this, and so I will enchant that to show you exactly what that does, as that's really difficult for me to explain. Duct Taped, you saw that here, and that is the enchantment you get from using duct tape on an item and is removed once you repair it in an enchantment table. And that's it. That's all the ones I'm going to tell you guys. Let me go ahead and, where's the anvil? Anvil, boom. So, next, I'm going to show you guys the magic tether. So, the magic tether teleport you around semi-randomly. If I have to look up, you sort of get teleported around randomly. But if you shift right click, you're teleported straight back to your bed. Very useful if you're in a cave about to die. Just pull this out, zoom, back home. So then we have charms. So bone charms. So these charms are dungeon loot, and all of them remove the said potion effect. This one removes all of them, so it removes any negative effects that you have. Then there are these rings, which are special rings that allow you to... Sorry, I need to catch my breath for a bit. I've been talking for way too long. But these rings can be enchanted and go in these slots of the inventory to give you special effects. So this is a special device that will save you, that can save you if you're about to die. And it drops from the Wither Boss. There's the Bag of Hoarding, which is a portable ender chest. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to show you some of the crafting recipes for these. So Magic Tether is a lead with Eye of Ender and Ender Pearl. You can't craft those. Iron rings, like that. Gold ring. Diamond ring. So then, Bag of Hoarding is an ender chest with leather string. Then we have duct tape. This is something that I had no idea what it was last time, and now I figured it out. So duct tape is crafted with a sort of slime ball, bone meal, paper, and I'm going to show you on the Elytra. So what you do is you put the duct tape in your offhand. Sorry, wrong button. Then you right click. What the heck? Oh, that's a bit annoying. I think I probably swap those. So you right click and it gives it duct tape 1. If you have more, duct tape 2, 3, 4, 5, and then yeah. And it sort of just holds it together a little bit more until you can repair it. That's the purpose of it. So we have the portable tunneling device. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Sonic Boom. So this is crafted with a flint and steel, 2 iron ingots, 2 leather, and a weighted pressure plate. That's the iron one. So now you can see where I was testing this to make sure it did what it did. But when you... So this essentially just blows up a 3x3 tunnel. Now, if you were to put this in a dispenser, let me just go ahead, right here, and put a lever on top, put that in there. Oh, well, anyway, it allows it to. Sonic Boom is supposed to allow it to be used at a distance as a block breaker. That is what it is supposed to do. It's supposed to allow its effect to go on in the distance. So let's try that. I think it's because I keep destroying the power source. Let me... Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry guys, but I'm really sorry about that, but it's supposed to allow it to be used at a large distance. Okay guys, so yeah, it does say that you can put it in a dispenser for a block breaker, as long as it's enchanted with Sonic Boom. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is that it does require the use of gunpowder in survival mode, so keep that in mind. Now we have engineer's wrenches. So, iron nuggets, iron ingots, steel nugget, steel ingot. These rotate blocks around. Simple as that, the wrenches. So now there are fish. Special fish that can be caught and give you potion effects. When you cook them, the potion effect time is increased. Then we have bottled milk, which milk in 3 glass bottles allows, and they also give you regeneration, which is pretty interesting. So then we have flour. Flour is crafted from wheat and is used to bake bread. Bread then can be crafted with a knife into slices of bread, which can then be cooked into toast, or you can cook the bread into toast and then cut the toast into slices of toast. Then with jam, which is a glass bottle, sugar, and a 2 sort of fruits, you can make jam and make jam on toast. And 2 other things I forgot to mention. earlier are the portable piston and portable sticky piston devices. What these do is they essentially allow you to... Why is this not working? Yeah, so it allows you to push things or pull things. Sticky one pulls, the regular one pushes. Piston, pressure plates, leather, iron. Sticky piston, leather, pressure plate, you know, leather, all that stuff. Same recipe but with different types of pistons. So where was I? Rations, right. So, rations are crafted with bones, sugar, and rotten flesh. The iron one is a standard one with iron nuggets. The golden one, standard ration with golden nuggets. Now, this one has a chance to make you sick. This one, but you can still eat it, and it won't. It's not a guarantee it will make you sick. Which is like hunger, which will give you hunger and nausea, I believe. Then there is iron ration, which when you eat it, you can get resistance, and gold ration, which you can have some health immediately restored. Then the spider eye soup has a chance to poison you, but it can also give you any of the effects that spiders can spawn with on hard mode, which is pretty interesting. But it's crafted with a bowl, sugar, and 4 spider eyes. Then there are these. These are what are known as loot bags. They're made of different types, and they'll be found as dungeon loot or can be dropped from mobs. So this is just a little bit of what you will get from them. The food bag, the lumberjack bag, the ore bag, the tool bag, the book bag, as you can see, forge, uncover, knock back a lot of scrolls. The old quiver, really good way to get these arrows. The magic bag, you can give magic powder, things like that. Then we have the potion bag, potion ingredients or potions, and then the record bag, which will give you 1 record. Then you have these clusters, which will drop from iron, gold, or silver ore to allow for fortune to be used with them. And these are just melted into ingots, so very useful. Now you can use fortune for iron, gold, and silver. Then there are chain links, which are used to make chainmail armor, crafted from 4 iron nuggets. And silver ingot from silver ore, silver nugget, steel nugget, cut diamond, and steel ingot, which I told you about earlier. So then, here's another thing. And here are a couple special things that aren't really features, but you can now pick up cake as long as it hasn't been eaten. So, another thing is that the potion of invisibility now should make your armor invisible or auto take off your armor in this case, which is very useful, so that way you don't need to worry too much. So the next cool little feature, I'm gonna go down over here to show, and it is that cactus, sugarcane, pumpkins, and melons can now have their corresponding blocks grown with bone meal. So you can now grow the actual crop block with bone meal. If I can get this to grow, there we go. Then you can also grow cactus and sugarcane with bone meal and no longer just have to wait. So then we have a cool feature regarding ladders. So one thing about ladders is if you right click the bottom, you'll be teleported to the top of the ladder, and vice versa. Very useful, making ladders not so annoying. And now for a lot of things regarding the dispenser. I promise, guys, this is it. It's almost it. Don't worry, guys, it's almost over. So The dispenser can now shear sheep. It can now shear sheep, deal damage, milk cows, and there's one more thing, and then where's that cauldron? It can also put water into cauldrons. Okay, guys, and that is my redo of the Dungeon Tactics mod. I really do hope that this was more informative than the last one. Here we go. I'm back. So guys, I would like to thank you all very much for watching this video. I know that it was very, very long. However, I wanted to make sure I got everything correct with this, and also that I managed to tell you guys everything about the mod. So without any further ado, I'd like to thank you guys very much for watching this video. Again, happy Memorial Day, and make sure you guys subscribe and leave a like on this video to show your support for the channel. We have just hit 50 subscribers. Let's see if we can get to 100 by the end of the year. Anyway guys, I'll see you in the next video.